What is going on with YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and welcome to another done deal. We are, I believe, if I'm correct, on episode number 5. And a few days ago, FPL finally released some new transfers. But there's a rather big one I want to start on. And I don't think it needs any introduction, but little jump cut, and then we'll be there. And that man, of course, is Kapustka, who signed for less. I'm only joking. It's Pogba. 89 million. World record gone. World record gone. World record. You have a world record. You have a world record. Everyone gets a world record because that is breaking fees everywhere. Agents, transfers, probably wage as well. Well, it's a big transfer. And I am stunned at how cheap he is. I thought he was going to be up there with the Sanchez's, the De Bruyne's, the Hazard. He's 8.5 million. 8.5 million. Bearing in mind the damage he did from the field for Juventus last season, that could be huge. Already selected by almost 2% of people. He's been in the game for about 2 hours as of recording this video. That is only being set to increase. And is he going to do well? For me, for 8.9 million, it might be worth taking a risk. And I'm genuinely concerned about taking the risk now myself. I feel like, the way you look at it, Pogba's a fantastic player. Yeah, he may not have had the best of Euros, but he's a great player, no doubt about that. Is he worth that 100 million odd fee? I'll leave that for you. But 8.5 million is how much he's worth in FPL. Will he get forward? Yes. Will he attack? Yes. Is he a threat in the air? Yes. Is he a threat from long range? Yes. Can he pass? Yes. Can he cross? Yes. Can he shoot? Yes. Can he score goals? Yes. Your questions have been answered. 8.5 million. It's looking like a steal. I said Faguli was a steal, other players have been a steal. That is probably the biggest steal I'll see. And yes, he could go and flop. Mourinho might not play him in the way he likes to play, but 8.5 million for Paul Pogba. What a transfer. He's a midfielder, and he does play for a Manchester United team that potentially could have their park bus Mourinho mentality again. But the way I look at it as 8.5 million, I'd say it's well worth a risk. And now we will actually move on to Mr. Kapustka. Again, pronunciation, sorry if I butcher any names on here. He has signed for Leicester for 7.5 million off Krogovia. That sounds pretty cool, saying Krogovia. Sounds pretty cool when you say it. For 7.5 million, he's worth 5.5 million in the Leicester team. Now, is he worth taking a risk on in your team? No. You don't know who's going to start. You got all Brighton there. You've got Kapustka there now. You know Mara's going to start on one side. And you've also got Damari Gray, who looked pretty lively in the Community Shield, looked good in the games he had played. Pretty pacey. So it's unsure who was going to play. And again, with the Man City situation, feel free to take the risk. £5.5 million. Leicester will be good in the attack. Maybe not so good in the defence this season, but they'll still be good in the attack. They've lost none of their attackers, barring Kramaric, but he doesn't count. He wasn't there last season. And yeah, I look at it as 5.5 million. If he starts playing and he plays ahead of all Brighton, maybe worth it. But with the Champions League and everything, it could be seeing a lot of rotation within the Leicester squad. So I'd be careful who you pick. But 5.5 million, it's worth a risk, but I'll leave that one well and truly up to you because I'm not taking a risk on him. And talking about big transfers, we've already basically broken 100 million for those first two. Let's go on to breaking 150 million with Mr. John Stones, who was signed for Manchester City off Everton for a whopping 47.5 million. All of a sudden, everyone's just thinking, oh, you know what, money. Must be funny in a rich man's world. I mean, all I've got is toilet roll to use as money. Not good, really. But yeah, John Stones has signed for a big fee. Is he worth it? No, it's not. It's paying for the Englishness of him. Will he play? That's an interesting question. A lot of people saying he could sit on the bench, but I think he might start. If you look at Guardiola's teams, he's liked a defender that can play out from the back. Hence the reason you've got players like Mascherano at the back. Puyol was also a good passer whilst he was there. But then you move on to Bayern. You've got players like Alaba and Boateng that are really good on the ball. And Javi Martinez is really good on the ball. Played in centre-back and done it well. John Stones is one that will come out from defence, play really well on the ball, pass the ball well, move the ball forward. That's the type of player that Guardiola likes. So for me, it fits into him, and he's valued at £5 million. He isn't yet on City, but if you put him in there, you might not be able to take an extra Everton player, but he'll move on to City eventually. And £5 million may well worth it. I'm tempted to take a risk on that now as well for at least the first game. You know, if he plays the first game, but again, you don't know if he's going to play. You've got Company there, you've got Otamendi there. He's played Kolarov in centre back a few times. You just don't know who's going to play. You also got Eloquent Mangala, must I add. So it's worth a risk. But if he starts playing at the start of the season, I'd say put him in your teams then. And lastly, we're going to stick to the theme of defenders this episode, and we're going to end on Papi Dilibogi, who has signed for Sunderland as their first transfer of the season, and it goes on record as £8 million fee and £5.5 million rated. Did I get that right? That looks really expensive for Papi Dilibogi. £5.5 million, 4.5, that's why it looks really dodgy. 4.5 is how much Papi Dilibogi is worth, and is it worth it? In the future, maybe yes, but if Moisey can get the team defending well and not conceding, getting clean sheets, well worth a risk, I'd say. 4.5 million, not going to get many better backups. I mean, the only other one I can think of at 4.5 is maybe a few West Brom defenders or Eric Peters from Stoke, but 4.5 million, if Sunderland start defending really well and getting really solid like they were working towards under Allardyce, if Moyes can pick that up where he left off, then who knows. But at the moment, I'd leave it because you don't know what Sunderland are going to bring this season. Could be really good, could be really shockingly diabolical. So I'd say leave it, see the first few weeks out. If you're using your wild card, bring him in then. And that's all for this video. Today, we've got another one coming tomorrow discussing all the other transfers and any more that added by the time I get in there. So I doubt there'll be any transfers by then. But hopefully you all enjoyed. Sorry for you seeing the same show in every video. I'm spamming out recordings because I've pretty much promised myself a death wish, and I've got about... I'm counting 12 at the moment to do in the week, so it's going to be one hell of a slog to get it all down. Thank you all for watching, hopefully you have enjoyed, and be sure to take a look at any of my content throughout the week, and peace.